There's a common complaint that I see in my YouTube comment section all the livelong day. PvE players sick and tired of hand cannons being meta. At first I was originally going to write a whole script on this, like a video essay of sorts, but I feel that would lend an undue amount of credence to what is essentially a whinge, a personal moan. And I can understand why such an opinion arises to begin with. Hand cannons have been around the discussion of what's meta since the Dark Below in Destiny 1. For the folks who simply do not care about PvP, you know, it only takes a cursory glance here and there at the Trials Report weekend statistics to see that it will almost always feature a hand cannon. Very few metas come to mind when that wasn't really the case. But that's as far as my empathy extends, because I can't and I won't take anyone seriously when they essentially argue that PvP is bad because it's all just hand cannons. No, PvP is bad for a plethora of reasons that we've covered over on the channel, particularly, you know, the fact that there isn't any sort of semblance of any kind of progression system. That I will take on the chin, I will argue to death, I will bat for you, but that's not why Crucible is bad. Not only is saying that PvP is bad because it's all just hand cannons, it's also completely false. I know I've got 3 hand cannons in my inventory right now, but yesterday's video was using a messenger and a duality. We have multi-max CCX, we have a whole plethora of weapons that we can use that are viable, and in this meta, there's never been a better time to just pick up what you like and go out and slay with it. So that complaint is not really rooted in anything logical. It's pure emotion and therefore a highly subjective stance. Plus, if you actually try to put some effort into PvP, the reasons why hand cannons continue to dominate becomes pretty apparent pretty quickly. There are 3 very, very good reasons why hand cannons will always be preferred by good players. Number 1, they're the single most versatile class of weapon in the entire game, covering the most typical engagement ranges and rewards both aggressive and patient players. Number 2, they have high burst damage potential, allowing you to use them effectively from cover and allowing you to base your shots. And number 3, just the classic, they're just so satisfying when you use them well. And because of those reasons, they've become this unmistakable part of the identity of the Destiny franchise. So, with all that said, maybe a lot of the issue some folks take with hand cannons is perhaps an inability to realize that they're not sure how to use them well. So, I'm going to try and show you how you should use a hand cannon, and even then, one video will only really scrape the surface of what's possible with these weapons. So I'm going to be using the most hand cannon to ever hand cannon, the Ace of Spades. It's probably the easiest hand cannon to pick up and one of the hardest to use well in order to dominate, though Fatebringer is also a really solid non-exotic option that fits this description. It has really good base statistics and even better perks to allow it to duel really well in PvP, like high caliber rounds and the exotic perk Memento Mori, which is down here, Memento Mori, which boosts the damage of 6 bullets when you reload after a kill. Also, it keeps the radar up when you ADS, which eliminates the need for targeting exotics like One-Eyed Mask and Foe Tracer, so you can use other exotics that work better for your playstyle. Now, what makes hand cannons, particularly 140 RPM hand cannons, so special is just how well they pair with pretty much any special ammo option. But Ace of Spades here is so good on its own that even if you had no special ammo, you'd still be okay for the most part. Today, I'm pairing it with the Sojourner's Tale because I want to. Alright, let's go find a game so I can demonstrate to you how you should be using an Ace of Spades or hand cannons in general, and hopefully also demonstrate just exactly why, damage permitting, they will always be considered somewhere very viable in the meta. Oh, it doesn't seem like we've got a full roster here, which is unfortunate, but we'll just make do. The Fortress! We haven't got a full fire team on Fortress, which is one of the most open, bigger maps in the current rotation. This is a fantastic test of a 140 RPM hand cannon. We are using the right one. Obviously, Ace of Spades has that massive schlong range. So let's put it to the test and see what we can do with it. Okay, straight away, I think for this game, for this mode right now, I want to be a little bit more aggressive because Fortress, you can spend a lot of time just going from A to B, and that's not particularly engaged. Oh my god! Screw that. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna take it easy. I'm just gonna chill. Thank you very much. First kill without really dying. Well, not dying at all. Alright, let's get inertia override on this and get a 2-tap if possible. Not quite, but good enough. Alright, so there. Heart attack over. A, B, and then C will be taken momentarily. We have power plays now. I really want to be aggressive. I think everybody's going towards A. I'm looking out in the open. I got shot at, which is okay. There's people around the side there. I don't have the range for this, so I just need to back out here. Re-engage. I've got teammates around me now. I've got him distracted. Teammate should be able to get that kill. He does. I'm just worried about this person over here. Take your time with cover. Just take your time with hand cannons. You know, he was using a grid skipper, which I absolutely love to death, by the way. But the problem with grid skipper is you need to be constantly on target, and that's not going to work with someone who knows how to play cover. Alright, easy enough punch. Still have 2x Mori. I don't think I want to get any closer than this without teammates. Let's go. Yeah, that was a foreign zone being capped, so that's why I wanted to just take it easy. Alright. Take care of your teammates. Alright, easy, easy, easy. Play around the cover, play around the cover. Don't need to get too fancy now. Back off. We have the range, in case that's a shotgun. There we go. Just understanding the limitations, the strengths and limitations of a hand cannon. Use cover as much as possible. If this guy strafes on the right, he's done for. He's going to stay there. I'm going to try and get him out of that cubby there. We have 2 bullets, momentum Mori, and that's enough. Thank you very much. Just stay patient. You have the radar up. You can use it to your advantage. I think I need to get out of this area.
I will never forget your deeds.
That is a high-flying hunter, but we can probably finish him off very quickly. Thank you very much. Now we have super to defend this, and I think we're going to use it. Even if that is a solo slam, that's good enough for me right now. And we walk into a lane, which our teammate really should have taken care of, honestly. There's 2-3 people around there, and they just completely allowed him to hold spy. So, no fault of our own, really. We were retreating into a position that made sense, but there just so happened to be somebody there. Alright, back on the scoreboard again. 37-25, this game is a lot more interesting than the last one. We have another person in front of us. I just want to play this cover, play the angles. Don't want to reveal myself too much to him. We got somebody on A. Again, I don't want to expose myself too much in case they peek out here with something automatic. Or something rangy, right? That's another ace of spades, and he's out in the open. That's an easy enough pickup. So all the time when I'm using ace of spades, I am surveying the battlefield, I'm reading my radar. With ace of spades, I genuinely feel like I can't lose because I always know what's going on around me. This guy is... well, he's dead now, so that's fine. Wasted 2 Mori bullets, which isn't great. But now we're charged with light, which should make things very interesting. We should get hundreds, if my build math is correct. Not sure what's happening with that super there. He is using a sentinel, so it can't be that good. 108s with that, which is not bad. Alright, charge with light X3. We have 3 Mori shots, which means we can 2-tap at least one person.
Zone advantage is yours.
Spectral Blades has been cast. It looks like it's going towards B. Looking for a kill on Ducks. Haven't seen it in the feed yet, which means it's still active. There he is. And he's out. There's the 109 and the 85, and we get that 2-tap, which is nice. We still have 2-tap potential because we still are charged with light. Let's see what we can do on this zone here. There you go. There's the 2-tap, although I needed 3 shots because I missed that. Don't want to push in too much here. We're a little bit out of our range. Alright, teammate helped us out there. There is Spectral, there is everything coming from that direction. And he just got sniped out of it. Pog. Sorry for the Twitch lingo. Sometimes comes out when I'm excited. There's the 2-tap again! Mates, you gotta be using this weapon. You have to be using this weapon. I'm loath to being one of those people that says, yo, this is cracked, oh my god! But honestly, with the type of playstyle that you can easily adopt, just trying to stay behind cover, looking at your radar, you're doing 109, I'm doing 109s on accident. Like, it's not a joke, this.
5 minutes left.
That might be a joke. There's a daybreak coming. I want him to come in here so I can shut him down. Oh, he's out there. Okay, I misread that completely. So, look, I hope by now you have you have a solid understanding of what goes into good handgun play. I hope you understand what makes this effective and what makes this really, really fun to use. Maybe, I mean, there could also be an element that, you know, only the Sweat Lords use it, and the Sweat Lords are not particularly welcoming to newer players, and so hand cannons are tainted by association. That could be a thing, and I totally get that, I respect that, but you're doing yourself a disservice if you do not like hand cannons or you don't use hand cannons. Because when you use them right, when all the stars align, they are wonderful. They are fantastic. And Ace of Spades is pretty much the best one out there. Oh, I got Shadow Die, but I don't think I cast, so I'm okay. And I just took my eye off the ball with respect to game sense because I was too busy waxing lyrical. That's my bad. When using hand cannons, try not to wax lyrical too much. We got 2-3 people next to us. I just want to take this easy. Got my angle. See, just peek the angle. High burst damage. He had to retreat. Do we have people here we can kill? We do, but there was another one right there behind, and I thought I was shooting with my teammate, but he also took his time there. Which, fair play to him. I think I just was a little bit overeager there. Alright. Our power play, that power play is now done. Let's go recap a zone, and let's use our super, because we do not want to go to orbit with a super. We just don't. Okay.
You have the advantage. Press on.
Thank you very much. That was very risky. I was fully expecting the double melee and to feel very, very sheepish in the process. Alright, now we can use the super. I don't care, it's a solo slam. Just double punch him. Do Titan things. Always do Titan things when the mood strikes you. The 2 people on the right there that I didn't even realize the door was open. I really should have, but I was too busy doing Titan things. And the meme is true. If you do Titan things, your capacitive ability or your mental acuity goes down by quite a few notches. But either way, that was a pretty good game overall, and a good demonstration of what hand cannons are capable of. I really hope that that's enough to convince you that you should be running a hand cannon. I wasn't even trying. Like, I was playing well, but I wasn't really trying. I did the basics. I stood behind cover. I looked at my radar. I never stayed in one spot for too long. 2-second rule. Like, this is not a particularly hard playstyle to execute. And yes, okay, Freelance Iron Banner, that's a legitimate counterpoint to all of this, but let's be real. That's the kind of Crucible we play most of the time anyways. This playstyle will be effective in Trials too, don't get me wrong, but it is very, very devastating in normal quick play, and if you can figure out how to position yourself, we have videos on the channel for this, figure out how to position yourself, figure out how to use cover, learn to use the radar, and just play patient. Understand why you died, and seek to correct that. Okay? So that's this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments section down below if there's something else you'd like to see. And yeah, live commentary number 2 done and dusted. I think I'm going to keep these up for the rest of the season. I hope that's okay with you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.